This is Aoi-chan. She's your new friend. She's a bit small, but she's 5. Be nice to her, okay?
Aoi, about this part.
Ah, that's in the reference book. Just copy it word for word. Of course you know that, President. You've got the whole thing memorized, huh? From the time I became aware of my surroundings, I was always starving. Back then, it was just constant pain. I was left alone by my parents, and the occasional sweet bun was my only food. Mama, Papa. Apparently, my parents were out partying, leaving me behind. If things had stayed that way, I probably would have died from malnutrition before long. But fortunately, that didn't happen. Someone in the neighborhood noticed I was being neglected and called child services. As a result, I was rescued by a caseworker and hospitalized right away.
Malnourished and underweight. It seems they hardly ever gave him proper meals. Poor kid.
A few months later, I was discharged and placed in a children's care home.
This is Aoi-chan. She's your new friend. She's a bit small, but she's 5. Be nice to her, okay?
Aoi Saijo. That's my name, but I couldn't remember the last time someone actually called me by it. Back then, the world still felt gray and faded. Even as a child, I sensed I'd been separated from my parents, but deep down, I only wished one thing. I hope this time it won't be painful. Lost in thought, I didn't even notice the other kids approaching me.
Wow, so cute! I'm Sakura. Nice to meet you. Oh, here's some candy.
She was beautiful. Just like that colorful candy wrapper she forced into my hand, the world suddenly felt full of color. I'm Takeru. If you're 5, that makes you the same as us. It was my first time meeting the twins, Sakura and Takeru Kusumi, who had become my closest friends. Nice to meet you. I remember I wasn't used to talking, and the words didn't come out right. That last test was the worst.
You really need to study more, Takeru. You're going to high school, right?
Maybe I'll just work after middle school. No way. You've got to at least finish high school. I'll help you study, so let's work on it together.
Oh, I want to help too. I'm not as bad as Takeru, but math's kinda tricky.
Sure. Let's all study together when we get home.
Self-study, huh? You're all so diligent. When I was your age, I just messed around.
Mayumi-sensei, please don't say that. You should be pushing him harder. Takeru's in trouble for high school. It's fine if Aoi's helping. He's the top of the class.
Why are you the one bragging? Always the amazing one.
I can't do sports like you two. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Back then, I was having fun every day, and those early memories of hunger were already fading. We got into the same high school, and before we knew it, we were naturally talking about the future.
Do you have a dream for the future, Ai? I kinda want to just stick with my current part-time job.
I think I'd like to get a qualification while I'm still in school. You totally got this. As for me, way in the future, it'd be fun if the 3 of us did something together.
Oh, I like that idea. If we save money together, we might actually pull it off.
Then we should start thinking about what that something is.
Oh, you 3. If you're ever in trouble, don't hesitate to come back, okay?
After graduating high school, we had to leave the care home. Mayumi-sensei saw us off, holding back tears.
Come on now, don't cry, Mayumi-sensei. You always do this around this time of year.
We'll come visit once we've settled down. Yeah, and it's not like this is goodbye or anything. I mean, it's just allergies.
I'm relieved you're living together. You've been together since you were little, after all.
To save up for living costs in our dream, we all started working right after graduating. We had totally different jobs, but every day, we came home to each other.
It's more freedom than back in the facility, but just the three of us. It's kind of lonely.
Meals are always quieter without the little kids around. We gotta get used to this new lifestyle fast. And time passed. We turned 23, a few more years after becoming adults. Hey, isn't it about time we actually started something? Takeru suddenly said that out of nowhere. But I think, without needing to say it, we were all starting to feel the same way.
Sounds good. We've saved up some money too, so what'll it be?
I'd like for us to open a cafe together. Not just any cafe, but one that supports kids through a non-profit. What do you think?
A non-profit? Kind of like a volunteer group.
We were relatively lucky, but even then, the choices after leaving the home were limited. That's why I want to create a hub that supports care homes and their graduates. I like it. I work in food service, so I can handle the cooking. Takeru agrees immediately. Then I turn to Sakura.
Yeah, I'm in. I work at a maid cafe, so I've got the know-how. Hey, why don't we make it a concept cafe? Those are totally mainstream now and get good foot traffic.
Not a bad idea. Okay, I'll handle the application. What do we need to prep? I guess it's different from a regular business, right? To register a non-profit, you need 3 directors, 1 auditor, and at least 10 members in total. 10? We're hiring that many right off the bat? No. For non-profits, members aren't salaried. As long as they attend the annual meeting and help decide direction, that's enough. In fact, even directors and auditors can only get paid if they're within 1/3 of the board. So it's basically like recruiting volunteers. I think we can reach out to other care home grads. We'll take care of the director roles. The tricky part is the auditor. But I've got someone in mind at work I want to ask. We gathered enough people, consulted with the authorities, and held our founding general meeting in a rented space. As planned, the 3 of us were chosen as directors, and I was appointed chair. All right then, let's make this happen. Next, for the auditor, I plan to ask my former colleague, Kawamura-senpai.
Nice to meet you. I'm Hitomi Kawamura.
Kawamura smiles faintly. She has a slightly unique vibe, but she's a good person. If we have majority approval... No objections. All right, since it's unanimous, Kawamura, please, take on the auditor role.
Got it. Since my cute junior is asking, I'll do my best.
Now that the officers have been chosen, next, I'd like to gather ideas for the cafe concept. If anyone has suggestions, please raise your hand and share.
Yes! A safe choice would be a maid cafe, right? The guys can be butlers.
I don't think the outfit should be too provocative. This is still for social contribution. We should watch the skirt length.
Then maybe authentic British maid uniforms would work. As the lively discussion continued, more members raised their hands.
I think a boys' maid cafe would be great.
What? That's way too suggestive.
Huh? And your reason? Because Ollie's been too cute since forever.
Ha, true. Why are you agreeing? Actually, when we first met, I thought Aoi was a girl. She was my first crush. Ugh, I really didn't need to know that.
Oh, yeah. I accidentally introduced her with a Chan at first, too.
You did what?
It's definitely a fun idea, but we don't really have anyone else who could do that.
Else? I'm not even a boy's maid either. Things got a little chaotic, but in the end, we settled on the safer butler and maid cafe idea. The shop theme is a mansion that supports kids' dreams. The cast will welcome guests as masters or madams, while supporting the future of kids from care homes.
Huh? That's a pretty solid concept.
That was the beginning of our nonprofit, Hope Cafe. Later, we worked on a huge pile of application forms, but had fun doing it together.
Oi, about this part.
Ah, that's in the reference book. Just copy it word for word. Of course you know that, President. You've got the whole thing memorized, huh? As I opened the right page for Sakura, Takeru teased me. We should be able to finish the documents today. After that, as long as we get the bank loan, we're good to go. But then, we hit a snag with the bank's reply. Turns out there's an issue with my credit, so we can't get the loan. That shouldn't be possible. Let's look into it. That's why we came to talk to Kawamura, right?
I get the gist. I'll look into the credit issue myself. That aside, how do we cover the funding gap for opening the cafe?
Our savings alone won't be enough. The scale would shrink a lot. And so, we decided to go for crowdfunding. We've already set up Hope Cafe as a nonprofit, and we have some capital. No reason we can't raise the rest online. And so, we decided to go for crowdfunding. Is this okay for the homepage top page?
Would love to hire a pro, but hopefully this is acceptable for a nonprofit.
Struggling through unfamiliar web design, we somehow built the Hope Cafe site. And the crowdfunding began. Congrats on the crowdfunding success. Cheers. Cheers. Honestly, I'm relieved it went so smoothly.
Kawamura said it probably blew up because nonprofits doing concept cafes are super rare.
Either way, now the funding issue is solved. Let's party tonight. It had been 6 months since we started prepping, but now everything was in place. After several more months of prep, we finally opened the cafe. Because a non-profit running a concept cafe is rare, media came right after opening. It was featured as a new kind of welfare base. Yes, at Hope Cafe, our staff and volunteers act as the cast. And most of the profits go towards supporting kids in care facilities, or who grew up in them. I answered the interview nervously, blushing. I realized once I actually wore it, I really don't suit the butler outfit. Even the AD asked, "Are you cross-dressing?" If I were built like Takeru, I'd look great in it, I thought, glancing his way. For example, just 1 cup of this tea, tea for the future, helps provide a notebook for a child. Takeru probably sensed I needed help and stepped in. He made a perfect butler. Maybe it's because he worked in restaurants. His explanation flowed like water. About a month after the interview aired, the cafe was booming, maybe thanks to the coverage.
People say TV is dying, but it still has major influence.
Yeah, we suddenly got a flood of customers after that. Mayumi, who works at Hope Cafe and is also a regular, came again today.
Still, Joru stood out more than you, Aoi.
Well, he does look better in the butler outfit.
Oh, that's not true. You look beautiful too, Aoi.
Beautiful's not really a compliment for a butler. Welcome back, master. At that voice, I looked to the door. New customers had come in.
Welcome back, Master. Right this way, please.
Seeing the couple confused by the unique greeting, Sakura quickly steps in to assist. New customers, an uncommon sight here, a middle-aged couple.
Please have a seat here. I'll bring the menu shortly.
Sakura, with her long skirt flowing as she walks, looked graceful. This is what beautiful really means. After watching Sakura for a moment, I took out my pocket watch. It's almost time for the charity auction, so I'm going to get ready.
All right, good luck.
Seeing me off, Mayumi stayed seated as I headed to the back to prepare the items. The auction that sells kids' artwork from the facility is one of the cafe's most popular events. And just as I checked today's items and returned to the hall... Aoi! Aoi, is that you? It's your father! Huh? No, that's not. Wait, Dad? Hearing that voice, I turned to see Takeru flustered, bringing tea to that couple from earlier.
You've grown up so well. Even opened a cafe that's on TV. That's our son for you.
No, I'm not. I've always wanted to see you, Aoi. I saw you on TV and... Mom? Dad? Mine? Really? My thoughts froze. The memory of my parents had already faded almost completely. I'd never really wanted to see them, but when they appeared before me, I felt shaken. They must have thought Takeru, who stood out on TV, was me.
Hey, just a little is fine. Can you lend us some money? We're having a hard time right now.
With those words, the emotional turmoil vanished in an instant. You came here to ask for money? So you didn't come to see me at all? I'll take it from here, Takeru. Seems like these are my guests. Aoi? Huh? Aoi? What's going on? What do you think? Your son isn't me. I'm just his friend. You really can't recognize your own kid after all these years? No. The government took you away from us. Wouldn't let us see you. That's why.
Yes, we really always loved you.
If they'd said that before asking for money, maybe I'd have faltered. But now it just sounded fake. While I said nothing and stared down at them, a voice called out from behind.
Then why did you leave Aoi to starve? When I first met Aoi, he was so thin and underdeveloped it was heartbreaking. That was because we were poor. We had no choice. Oh, that's strange.
This time, Kawamura, who just happened to be hanging around the cafe, joined in.
At the time, you should have inherited a fortune from your grandfather, right?
How do you...
Well, I had my reasons to look into it. Most likely, you got carried away with the easy money, lost control of your life, and ended up abandoning your kid.
Gah! My father's silence said it all.
That's not true, Aoi.
Mom, Dad, there's no point in saying anything now. Just because our nonprofit made a profit doesn't mean we can split it among ourselves. We only receive minimum wages as staff, so there's no extra money at all. So asking me for money is pointless. Yeah, you're really going to ignore your parents when we're in trouble? That's right. Damn it. Like it or not, you'll end up coughing up the money. Suddenly, my father slammed the table in frustration. The entire cafe fell silent, including the charity auction that had just begun on stage. Is it because of that debt under my name? Hearing my words, my parents looked startled. Truth is, I was planning to go see you myself. You saved me the trouble by showing up. And luckily, Kawamura was here too. I shook my head with a sigh and continued. Causing a scene in the cafe isn't good manners, but how about you join us for a little show as punishment? Telling my parents that, I spun around on the spot. The earlier ruckus had drawn the attention of the whole cafe to our table. Everyone, today we've got a special surprise performance. A reality show exposing the truth about my parents. Please enjoy. I shouted that and signaled to Kawamura. Applause rose from the customers. The cafe music switched from cheerful classical to comical waltz. Then, Sakura took an envelope from Kawamura and began.
Greetings, dear guests, and a special welcome to the VIP parents. Now here we have a copy of a loan contract. Whose name do you think is on it? A. The parents themselves. B. Our Hope Cafe. C. Our innocent chairperson, Aoi.
Voices from the crowd began to call out answers.
The correct answer is C. Our dear parents took out loans in Aoi's name and treated themselves to luxury suites. But don't worry, we'll wash away all those shady debts with some tea.
As Sakura spoke, the maids continued their tea-pouring performance around the parents. Gah! Quit messing around! The parents blushed, but the laughter from the customers overwhelmed them. This time, Takeru stood on stage in a butler outfit, wearing a cape and holding a cane. The screen behind him displayed a land deed. This here is the deed to the land our dear parents used as loan collateral. But who owns it really? When Takeru pointed his cane at the parents, the screen switched to the grandfather's will. It stated that the land would be passed down to me once I became an adult. As the audience gasped, Takeru approached the parents and asked humorously, Dear parents, using this land as collateral, it's like a magic trick. But too bad, a skilled butler always sees through the trick. The land belongs to Aoi. As for you two, look, empty-handed. Takeru pulled out a red handkerchief and waved it in front of them, transforming it into a paper that read, Invalid Contract. We didn't do anything wrong. When my father shouted, the cafe BGM stopped abruptly, then Kawamura stepped onto the stage.
I'd really prefer not to have to explain the obvious. You two used a stand-in for your son to fraudulently deceive a trust bank, executed a fake will-based trust, and stole the land. I guess you used the same stand-in to take out loans too? Aoi asked me to look into it after he noticed his credit report was a mess.
Who the hell are you? Kawamura chuckled softly.
A lawyer.
I got my administrative scrivener license in high school and then joined a law firm. Kawamura was my senior there, and she's still an active lawyer. That shook my parents, and they stood up from their seats. It's a shame we had to reunite like this after so long. I told them quietly, then snapped my fingers. At that signal, the staff shouted in unison. Time to exit the premises. Overwhelmed by boos from the customers and cheerful staff, my parents left the cafe dejectedly. Today's mess was solved thanks to our bond. We'll keep working hard for the kids' smiles. After my parents left, I called out to the customers and wrapped up the show.
Good job, Aoi. You've grown into someone admirable.
When I turned, I saw Mayumi with tears in her eyes, kindly praising me. Later, based on my report, my parents were arrested and prosecuted for fraud. As the investigation continues, the fake me will probably get caught too. And the land I inherited from my grandfather came back to me. I guess Grandpa really was looking out for me. Hope Cafe plans to renovate the building on that land into a new cafe with a different concept. Naturally, it's not going to be a cross-dressing boys' cafe. Still, why would your parents take out more loans if they already had an inheritance? They probably burned through it all.
Having too much money doesn't always bring happiness.
That's not a problem for us. We don't take any executive pay. Just regular staff wages, huh? Sorry I made it into a non-profit. What are you talking about? Helping people and working together as the three of us? That's the best. That said, maybe it's time for you two to move things forward. You've been eyeing Sakura during work a lot lately. I've noticed.
I wouldn't mind, but are you sure, Takeru? She was your first love, right?
I've already moved on. Actually, if you two get together, Howie would be my sister. Brother. Takeru, your breathing's creepy. But actually, you were my first love too. When you gave me that candy, the world suddenly had color.
We've kind of felt like family all this time, but I love you, Aoi. I'm sure I really do. So if that's what you want...
A sudden change in our relationship is scary, so can we take it slow?
Yeah, I'd like that.
They say children grow even without parents, but only if they get the right kind of love from those around them.
Most people would have given up if they didn't get through after a year of working together. Shut up!
No way! That ugly chick's drinking with guys! Ugly? You talking to me?
Tablecloth? Check. Table flowers? Check. Cutlery spacing? Check. Man, I'm way too much of a perfectionist. My name is Kohei Shimada. I'm 25, and I work as a floor staff at a French restaurant inside a hotel. It's been around 3 years since I joined as a full-time employee. And now, I can perfectly finish the table settings with 0 deviation. Even in a tight time frame. If I told them I did all the prep by myself before everyone else got in, they'd be shocked, right?
Good morning.
Morning, Yuzuki. Let's do our best today too.
Yeah, let's.
This is Miyu Yuzuki, my colleague from the same intake. Unlike me, she handles reception at the restaurant. Truth is, I've had a crush on her since we joined. But to this day, we only exchange greetings and small talk. And the reason for that is... By the way, yesterday's response was amazing. That customer group came in with more people than they reserved for, right? We're fully booked, so I was wondering what she'd do, but...
Tanaka party, reservation for 2 at noon hasn't arrived yet, so let's move them to the aisle seats. And Hayashi also reserved for noon, booked way in advance, so absolutely don't move them from the window seats.
She juggled the seating and managed to get everyone in. Her quick thinking was seriously impressive.
Really? But it's just part of my job.
You should be proud. Everyone was saying you were amazing.
I see. Thanks. Oh, aren't the early shift folks supposed to be heading to break soon? It's already 10:30.
She's all sharp and confident when working, but outside of that, there's this weirdly thick wall. It's not like she hates me, but I can't get any closer. She doesn't hate me, right? Yeah, I'll go. So yeah, I've been too scared of being disliked to make a move, and now we're in year 3, I slump. Yo, Shimada! You reek of desperation again this morning? Felt another interactions with Yuzuki, huh? This guy who clearly enjoys teasing me is Ichiro Tachibana, a fellow floor staffer and technically my senior by 4 years. So, what'd you say to her today? Don't tell me when it was something safe like the weather. You totally would. I didn't. I said her handling yesterday was amazing, but I think it just made her overly humble instead. Why the hell is that girl so lacking in self-confidence? You two are the perfect gloomy pair. That's part of the problem. I can't figure out how to close the distance. You've got odd taste, man. Most people would have given up if they didn't get through after a year of working together. Shut up! By the way, we were placed in different departments after training, but I transferred here a year ago. So I've been crushing for 3 years, but technically only been making moves for 1. Still, Tachibana's point hits hard. You frustrate me just watching you. Just ask her to dinner already. At this rate, you'll never get together in this life, or the next. If I could do that, I wouldn't be stuck like this. With girls like her, it's better to play dumb and just go for it. Full charge. If I do that, she'll definitely pull away. You're only saying that because it's not your problem. If that happens, that happens. I'll pick up your remains. But whatever, you chicken. You're totally just enjoying this. Tachibana always teases me with sarcasms like this. Honestly, he's annoying as hell, but at the same time, he's actually really caring. When I'm in trouble, he always lends a hand like it's his own problem. So deep down, I do respect him. If I'm chicken, roast me and eat me. Huh, whatever. I'm off to break. Quick, drag out this one-sided love already! Tachibana jokes, calling out to my back. How long, huh? Even I didn't think I'd stay hung up this long. The moment I fell for Yuzuki, it was right after I joined the hotel during our training period.
Why can't I get in? Make a seat right now. We're terribly sorry. All seats are currently occupied, and for today.
That's why I said figure something out. I've been walking around all day and I'm exhausted.
We were doing a group roleplay based on real guest experiences. But during our presentation, one girl froze up from nerves.
We sincerely apologize, ma'am. I'll go check if there's space at another restaurant in the hotel.
It was Yuzuki who jumped in to help.
Would it be alright if you waited here in the meantime?
Oh, that's fine then.
Later, the instructor praised her response. But Yuzuki clearly said that idea originally came from the girl who froze up. During group discussions too, she'd always pay attention to the quieter ones who wanted to speak up. While everyone else was too nervous to focus, she was already mindful of those around her.
Were you about to say something earlier? Sorry if I'm wrong. Yeah. I was thinking of making QR codes with local sightseeing info for foreign guests.
She wasn't just trying to shine herself, she always looked out for the whole team. Even in the short training period, she left a deep impression on me. I was drawn to her, but since we were assigned to different departments, I couldn't do anything. Then I got transferred here.
Hello, Mr. Sato. Party of 4, right? Thank you for waiting. Right this way. Huh?
Mr. Sato was supposed to be table 31?
Please seat them at table 5.
Huh? Right this way. Hey! Wasn't Mr. Sato supposed to be at table 31?
One of his guests had a cane. Table 31 is far from both the entrance and the restroom, right? That's why I changed it. I'll let the kitchen staff know, so it's fine.
Ah, so that's it. I totally didn't notice. Her wide perspective and compassion keep pulling me in deeper. Still, I really want some progress already. On another day, after the lunch rush, I went to the employee cafeteria, and my eyes widened. Yuzuki usually eats in the break room, but today she's in the cafeteria? There's a seat open next to her. Alright, act casual. Don't scare her. We don't get many chances to have lunch together, so I try to hide my excitement as I walked up to her. You're eating in the cafeteria today, huh? Mind if I sit here?
Sure, go ahead.
You got fried horse mackerel? Kinda wish I picked that too.
You got ginger pork? Won't you get sleepy this afternoon?
I'm on floor duty, so I'll be moving around a lot. Should be fine. Whoa, we're actually having small talk. Today's conversation felt more natural than usual, and I couldn't hide how giddy I was. I really thought we could talk through the whole break. And it felt like she was smiling more than usual too. But then...
Sorry, I just...
Hey, you still have a lot left. Are you feeling okay?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Something came up, so I've gotta go.
She snatched her phone off the table and walked out just like that. It took me a while to process what just happened. Did I say something weird? Dude, she totally bailed on you.
That's not something to laugh about. Be nice.
The one who called out to me as I sat stunned was Tachibana and his fellow recruit Mika and Zai. And Zai works in a different department as the gym receptionist. We became friendly through Tachibana and sometimes eat lunch together in the cafeteria.
Sorry. I told him to just leave you alone, but...
Like a lion that failed a hunt. You're seriously annoying. I'll tell everyone how you got turned down by the front desk girl. Now I wonder why.
No way! She doesn't know about that, right?
Which thing?
But I get where you're coming from. She's like a little critter. So cute. Makes you want to look after her.
Don't. If you mess with her, it's just gonna look like bullying.
What? I just want to be friends. Okay, I'll accidentally go talk to her.
Yuzuki never came back for the rest of the break. Maybe it really was something I said. I stared at her empty seat with a heavy heart. A few days later, right before dinner service.
Excuse me, is anyone available right now?
That day, there was a wedding fair at the hotel, and they were planning a mock ceremony. But the groom model suddenly couldn't come due to illness, and the backup model also got sick. So now, they had to find someone from the hotel staff.
Hey! I know the perfect guy! Shimada, go!
Me?
You're done for the day, right? Honestly, I would have been the perfect model. But sadly, I've got a night shift, so yeah, go!
You're about the same height as the original model. Perfect! Alright, come on!
Wait! Before I could protest, I was dragged off at lightning speed and made to change, do makeup, and get styled up. What the hell is happening?
Whoa! Not bad at all. Even a scarecrow looks good in formal wear.
Tachibana, aren't you supposed to be working?
I snuck out. Chill out. I haven't brought Yuzuki along for you.
Wait, why would you?
Hey, Yuzuki! Come help me tease him. Look at that outfit. Dude's fully decked out.
I think it really suits you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Pretty good assist, huh?
And so the mock wedding began. I just followed the steps I memorized and hoped to make it through without disaster.
You're curious, huh? Ah! Oh, you're Tachibana's fellow recruit. You know who I am. Oh, I'm so happy right now. I've seen you sometimes in the cafeteria with Shimada and the others. So, curious, like, about what? About Shimada. Since you work with him and all, you ever think about him like that? It's not like I like him or anything. I mean, even if I did, I'd just be a burden for him. He only talks to me because we're in the same intake. Yuzuki, why are you so hard on yourself? You're super cute, you know? Cute? Not kidding. I've secretly wanted to be friends with you for a while. I'm honored, but I mean.
But Yuzuki couldn't answer Anzai's question. There must be some reason she's always so humble and unsure of her. After the fill-in model gig ended, life went back to normal. But something surprising happened.
Shimada, I'm heading out. Good luck with the afternoon shift.
Oh, okay. Take care on your way home. Yeah. For some reason, Yuzuki started talking to me first. Just that alone is enough to keep me going. I really want to get close to her. Maybe it's because we saw the big public proposal at the restaurant last week. But I was feeling braver than usual and finally asked Yuzuki out for drinks the next day. You know Tachibana and Anzai from the gym? How about the four of us go out together? Totally cool if you're not into it though.
I'd love to.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I realized we'd never actually gone out for a meal, even though we're in the same department.
Right? I'm so glad you said yes. The only time all four of us are free is after work tonight. Sorry for the short notice. Is that okay?
Of course! I'm looking forward to it.
Yes!
So get this. There's this hot instructor in our department. And some lady gym member asked him out. So now he's stressing about what to do.
At 11 p.m., we gather at an izakaya. After a toast, we started venting about work and stuff. Hot guys have a rough too. So, what do you do?
He kind of brushed it off. But she comes in every week, so now it's super awkward. Yeah, you get customers like that sometimes.
Hey, Yuzuki. Do you hate it when this guy talks to you or something?
Tachibana!
No! I did never think of something so presumptuous. I'm not worth that kind of attention.
Whoa, you're really humble. I don't think you need to be that nervous around him.
Oh, you're seriously too cute. Okay, guess I'll start chatting you up all the time. Next time I see you in the building, can I run up to you full speed? Running's not allowed in the building. Deal.
Okay. Chill out now, please.
Jesus, Shimada. Can't compete with Anzai, huh?
We're having a blast. The drinks are flowing, and just as we are about to order another round...
No way. That ugly chick's drinking with guys.
A random woman barged into our table out of nowhere, and the mood instantly froze over.
Ugly. You talking to me? No. Obviously I meant that other chick over there.
Huh?
Long time no see. Remember me? Don't even try saying you forgot.
Turns out she was Yuzuki's classmate in high school. Her name is Saori Seiki.
Wow. You're hanging with this kind of low-rent crowd now. You've really hit rock bottom. What? Stop it. Don't talk about them like that. Trying to defend your little buddies now? You used to be so plain. People really change.
Excuse me, but were you really friends? Doesn't seem like it.
Never said we were friends. I said classmates, didn't I? Who'd want to be friends with some gloomy, frumpy loser like her anyway? Didn't you guys just invite her out of pity? Didn't want to leave her out, huh?
From the way she talks, it's pretty easy to imagine what Yusuke's high school life was like.
Morning. Did you do the homework?
Yep. Today's the 30th, right? My number's 30, so I figured I'd be picked.
Back in high school, Yuzuki was way more cheerful and outgoing than she is now. She had friends and was enjoying school life until...
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Okie dokie. Not even that cute. Yet you're wearing lip gloss? Huh? Did she just say that to me? I've barely ever talked to her before.
That random, hurtful comment left a deep mark on Yuzuki.
I just bought this gloss. I really liked it too. Maybe it really doesn't suit me.
Saiki spoke to Yuzuki when she was alone.
What's with the hair clip? Trying to be all cutesy? Desperate much? Doesn't even match your face or personality. Maybe take it off. Really? I actually really like this one. Liking it doesn't mean it looks good. You should listen to some outside opinions. Is it really that weird? Oh, you're back. Welcome back. Hey, what do you think of this hair clip?
Whoa, what's with that sudden question? It's cute. You said it was love at first sight, right?
Yeah, I did, but...
Once the self-doubt set in, it consumed her. Yuzuki fell into a bottomless pit.
So she's the reason Yuzuki's got no confidence.
I'm a mess too, but even I don't go this far.
She's seriously a top-tier awful person. We frowned. A moment later, Anzai suddenly raised her voice like she realized something.
Ah!
What is it?
Wait! You're the one who was hitting on our gym instructor! Huh? What are you talking about? You go to our hotel gym, right? I remember now. You come in like 4 times a week. What? You guys are hotel staff? Yep. Wow. So you've been harassing people since forever, huh? No wonder you're so clingy.
Turns out, that woman Anzai mentioned the other day was Saiki all along. Wait a sec. I thought I recognized you. You were the one getting proposed to at a restaurant last week, weren't you? I remember you'd been dating a classmate for years, and now you're getting married, right?
Oh yeah! I brought the cake to her table. I think Yuzuki wasn't working that shift.
The cake even has sorry written on the plate. No doubt it was her.
But why do you guys remember customers' faces that well?
Duh! It's our job. We're pros.
Inviting a trainer to dinner while you've got a fiance?
Fancy name. Trash behavior.
Maybe it's because I work with someone like Yuzuki every day, but it makes your awful personality stand out even more.
Maybe Yuzuki looks like a literal saint.
Saiki looked annoyed at being compared to Yuzuki by the two of us. Then she glared back at us like she was ready to strike.
Huh! I don't care what a bunch of bottom feeders like you say.
Bottom feeders?
You act all high and mighty calling yourself pros, but you're just playing store clerks. Unlike me, an office worker, anyone can do what you do, right?
She's mucking on work? She's rotten to the core.
Rotten trees should be chopped down.
The rotten one's you. Dressing like that at your age
Must be the result of a terrible education.
Just as it was about to explode,
Enough already! You really haven't changed since high school, Psyche. You sent these too, didn't you?
Yuzuki showed the screen. It was full of nasty messages like, stay plain and don't stick out. The day we had lunch together, She left suddenly because a message from Psyche popped up on her home screen.
They've been coming anonymously for about 2 weeks. Psyche, do you have anything better to do?
Where's your proof it's me? Just because I insulted your coworkers doesn't mean you get to accuse me.
Oh, I've got proof. I already knew you were engaged to a high school classmate. A friend told me.
Apparently, back in school, your fiancé said he was into me.
I didn't go to the reunion, but I heard he mentioned me there. Whether you got mad or panicked, that's why you did this, right?
Well, he is my boyfriend. Of course I'd freak out if he said another woman's name.
But you were flirting with that instructor, weren't you? Doubled standard much?
I couldn't help it.
Yuzuki is just so cute. Like a tiny animal. Makes you want to protect her.
I tried to keep her from getting cuter so she wouldn't end up with him. Even after we started dating, he still brought her up.
So you felt threatened by Yuzuki and wanted to break her confidence? Instead of doing something to make him like you tried to drag down the girl he cared about. Thanks to your selfishness, Yuzuki couldn't accept kindness from anyone anymore. I don't know if she wants to change her personality or not, but at the very least, I want her to be able to smile when someone compliments her. Please stay away from Yuzuki from now on. You're nothing but harm to her, and you have no reason to be involved with her anymore. So just disappear already.
You think you can say that to me? I'm gonna report you for talking trash about a customer.
Go ahead, try it. Huh? But before that, maybe I'll tell the locals about these messages and what happened today.
Yuzuki speaks with a shaky voice, mustering all her courage.
Are you threatening me?
You started the Psyche, and now you're trying to make a scene? I'm serious.
Fine! I won't say anything, so shut up too, okay? Happy now?
If you're done, leave.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Psyche stormed out, heels pounding like a thunderstorm. Phew, she finally left.
I'm really sorry, everyone. I ruined the night.
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
You were so cool, Yuzuki. Totally stood your ground. But I was shaking at the end.
You stood up for us, didn't you? That helped. Any longer, and I might have lost it.
Tachibana, stop! Later, we heard from Yuzuki that Psyche's fiancé ended up cheating on her, and they broke off the engagement.
Why am I the one getting cheated on?
Psyche tried suing him for emotional damage, but he suspected her too. It turned into a lawsuit battle. Then the messages she sent came to light thanks to her friend, who had been consulted about it. Word spread fast. Psyche's cruelty was exposed, and she became a pariah in her hometown.
Is this seat free?
Of course, please sit. Since then, Yuzuki's been a bit brighter. She talks to me more often, and when I compliment her, she smiles and says thanks. Maybe it's because she stood up to Psyche?
That's part of it. But I realized something. If I keep holding myself back out of fear, I'll just regret it. It wasn't Psyche that gave me the push. It was actually that time you modeled as a groom.
What do you mean?
Seeing you like that with another girl, dressed up like that, it kinda made me feel weird.
Confidence is strange. Whether there's a reason or not, just having it gives you strength. And so, with that confidence, I finally told her how I felt for the past 3 years.